You know, the secrecy, Senator Chambliss, surrounding these programs is, of course, the intelligence community tells us necessary. And they say, look, the executive branch, all branches of government are involved in checks and balances. And yet you have frustrated members of Congress like your colleagues who put some of these questions, who tried to force this into the open a little bit. And you have the Director of National Intelligence, Mr. Clapper, who appeared on Capitol Hill, Jame Clapper, and had this exchange that was not leveling with the American people. Watch.
Does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
It does not.
Not wittingly. There are cases where they could inadvertently, perhaps, collect, but not wittingly.
Jame Clapper told our Andrea Mitchell after that testimony that was the least untruthful answer he could give. Now, this morning, the Guardian newspaper is reporting that members of Congress who want more information, now that it's been leaked and made public, is still not learning about the true extent and depth and breadth of these surveillance programs.
Well, if they aren't, it's their own fault, because all they have to do is ask, and we make available within the confines of the intelligence community, where it's what we call a SCIF, where classified information can be reviewed. All members of Congress have the ability to come in and review most of the documents that are involved in these programs. Not all of them, but most of them. And I'm not going to defend General Clapper there. He can defend himself, but the fact is, Senator Wyden knew the answer to that question when he asked it. He knew that he was asking about a classified program, and yet he still asked the question. It put the general in a very, very difficult position. But again, we go back to the fact that, as Dick said, we do gather an awful lot of information, and if you could tell us who the bad guys are, I assure you we'd limit it to gathering on just the bad guys. But we don't know. But this information is not shared. There's an article out today talking about the complaints from other federal agencies who don't have the benefit of this information. So the NSA does do a pretty good job of keeping the information within the law enforcement community only and not sharing it around all federal agencies.